stand for the light. I'm here to help. Of course. Certainly. The light is my strength. Stand for the light. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. For Lord Orion. Certainly. For my father, the king. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. Foul. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Of course. I'm here to help. Light is my strength. Justice shall be done. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. The light is my strength. I'm here to help. Is there danger? Justice shall be done. Certainly. Is there danger? For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Betrayal of the light. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. I stand for the light. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Justice is come. Of course. Certainly. Of course. Betrayer of the light. You are past down. A sound plan. Certainly. Is there danger? Justice shall be done. Feel my wrath. I stand for the light. A sound plan. Is there danger? For my father. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Light is my strength. Of course. Is there danger? Greetings, friend. Stand for the light. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course.
We're under attack!
A sound plan. Of course. For honor. You are passing down. For Lord Orion. A sound plan. Justice shall be done. The light is my strength. Of course. For honor. I'm here to help. A sound plan. Certainly.
We're under attack!
Justice shall be done. For honor. Certainly. Is there danger? Of course. I'm here to help. A sound plan. Is there danger? For my father, the king. I stand for the light. For honor. Certainly. Of course. I'm here to help. For honor. Justice shall be done. Certainly. I stand for the light. A sound plan. The light is my strength. I'm here to help.
Allies
For
here
honor.
slave!
A sound plan. I stand for the light. Of course. A
Our
sound
allied
plan.
town is being attacked!
Certainly. For honor. Of course. Justice shall be done. Certainly. Of course. For honor.
Our allied being attacked.
A sound plan. You are past the death. Is there danger? For honor. Certainly. The light is strong. Justice. I'm here to help. Is there danger?
Our allied hero has been slain.
For Lord Orion. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. I'm here to help. For honor.
Our allied hero has been slain.
Is there danger? Certainly. I'm here to help. Justice shall be done. A sound plan. I'm here to help. Of course. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. For honor.
Our allied town is being
Is there
attacked.
danger? Certainly. For honor. I stand for the right. Justice shall be done. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Light and strength. Of course.
Our allied hero has been slain.
For honor. A sound plan. For honor.
Our allied hero has been slain.
Justice shall be done. A sound plan. For honor. Foul name. Of course. A sound plan. I'm here to help. Certainly. A sound plan. Is there danger? Of course. Justice shall be done. Betrayer of the light. For honor. A sound plan. Of course.
We're under attack.
Is there danger? For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. Justice shall be done.
Inventory is full.
Of course. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Of course. Light is my strength. For honor. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For honor. Feel my wrath. Of course. For honor. Betrayer of the light. Justice has come.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Foul. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Hello there. Justice shall be done. Certainly. For honor. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. A sound
Our allied town is being
for
attacked.
honor. Of course. A sound plan. Stand for the light. Certainly. Of course. Is there danger? I'm here to help. I stand for the light. For honor. Feel
Our
my wrath.
allied hero has been slain.
A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. For my father, the king. For honor. Certainly. Is there danger? Of course.
Our allied town town is being attacked! Our hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked!
Stand for the light. Certainly.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Light. Is there danger? A sound plan.
Our
Of
allied
course.
hero has been
For
slain!
honor. Certainly. I'm here to help. For honor. Certainly. Of course.
Betrayer of the light.
A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. I stand for the light.
Justice is come.
A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. A
Our
sound
allied
plan.
hero has been slain!
For honor. Of course. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. For Nordoran. Feel my wrath. For my father, the king. Of course. Feel my wrath. Certainly.
Betrayer of the light.
Of course. I'm here to help. Is there danger? Certainly. Of course.
Justice is come.
Certainly. Of course. For honor. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For honor. Justice shall be done. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Welcome to our village. I'm here to help. Of course. Certainly. Is there danger? I stand for the light. For honor. A sound plan.
You are master general.
Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For Lordaeron.
Our allied hero has been
A sound
slain!
plan. Certainly. For honor. Of course.
Our allied town
Light.
is being attacked!
For honor. Of course. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Is there danger? I stand for the light. Light is my strength. For honor. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. I'm here to help. Of course. Certainly.
Feel my wrath.
Of course. Certainly. A sound plan.
Foul name.
Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. The light is my strength. Justice shall be done. For honor. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. For my father, the king. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Stand for the light.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Is there danger? Certainly.
Our allied hero has been slain!
Light is my strength. Of course. For honor. Stand for the light.
Betrayer of the light.
Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Hello there. Is there danger? Stand for the light. Of course.
You are past redemption.
A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly.
Our allied town is being
honor.
attacked!
For my father. A sound plan.
Our allied hero has
For
been
honor.
slain!
Certainly. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. For honor.
Our allied
Certainly.
town is being attacked!
Light is my strength. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. I'm here to help. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. For honor.
You are past redemption. Justice is come.
Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Is there danger? Justice shall be done. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. For Lord Iran. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. Of course. For honor. A sound plan.
Feel my wrath.
Of course. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. For honor. A sound plan.
You are past redemption.
Not in all my maximum strength. Of course. For honor. Of course. For honor.
We're under
Is there
attack!
danger? Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Of course. For honor.
Our allied town is being attacked!
A sound plan. For honor. For my father, the king. Justice shall be done.
You are past redemption.
Our allies hero has been slain.
I'm here to help. Of course.
Betrayal of light.
A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. I stand for the light.
Our
I'm here to
allied
help.
town is being attacked.
Is there danger? For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Justice shall be done. Certainly. I stand for the light. A sound plan. Certainly. Is there danger? For honor. A sound plan. For honor. The light is strength. Certainly. Of course. For honor. For Lord Oran.
You are back again.
Of course.
Justice is come.
A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Of course. For Lord Oran. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. For my father, the king. Of course.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Justice is come.
Certainly. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. I stand for the light. I'm here to help. Certainly. Is there danger? I stand for the light. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Certainly.
Feel my wrath.
Bound. For honor. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly.
Justice is come.
A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. For my father, the king. Light and strength. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor.
Our hero has been slain.
I stand for the light. A sound plan. Is there danger?
Our allied town is being attacked!
Certainly. I stand for the light. For honor. A sound plan.
Our allied's hero has been slain!
The light is my
Our
strength.
allied town is
A
being
sound
attacked!
plan. Of course. Certainly.
然后拿头先去看。
Foul.
哦，
Certainly. You are past. Of course.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Feel my wrath. Foul. Sound plan. You are past. Justice is coming. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Of course. Certainly.
Our allied hero has been slain! Our hero has been slain! Our allies' hero has been slain!
Justice shall be done. A sound plan. I stand for the light. Certainly. Is there danger? For honor. I stand for the light.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Is there danger? A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Certainly. Light. I'm here to help. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. For Lord Oran. For my father. Justice has come. A sound plan. For honor. For Lord Oran. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly.
Our allied town is being attacked!
For honor. A sound plan.
Our hero has been slain! Our allied town is being attacked! Slain!
Justice shall be done. Of course, for honor. I stand for the light. Certainly. A sound plan. Is there danger? Certainly. The light is my strength. Of course, for honor. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. I'm here to help. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Foul knave. Certainly. A sound plan.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Of course. Certainly. A sound plan.
Our
Certainly.
allies' hero has been
A
slain!
sound plan.
Our allies' hero has been slain!
Certainly. Is there danger? Of course.
Our allies' hero has been slain!
For honor.
We
The
need
light is
more
my
gold!
strength. Of course.
Welcome to
Is
our
there
village.
danger? For
We're
honor.
under attack!
Justice shall be done. I stand for the light. I'm here to help.
Our allied town is being attacked!
A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor.
Our allied town is being attacked! Our hero has been slain!
妹妹，等一下，宝宝快好了。
Our allied town is being attacked!
Danger? Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. I stand for the light. Is there danger? From the father, the king. Certainly. I'm here to help.
Hello
Is
there.
there danger? Of course. Justice shall be done. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. For Lord Ross, you are past redemption. Of course. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Foul. Certainly.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Betrayer of the light.
Our allied town is being attacked.
You are past redemption.
I stand for the light. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. I'm here to help. A sound plan.
We need
Certainly.
more gold.
Of course. A sound plan. The light is my strength. Of course. For honor. A sound plan.
Our allies' hero has been slain.
Certainly.
Our allies' hero has been slain.
Stand for the light.
Our allied town is being
Of
attacked.
course. Is there danger? For honor. Certainly. I'm here to help. Of course. A sound plan. The light is my strength. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan.
Our allied town is being
For
attacked.
honor. Of course. Certainly. I stand for the light. The light is my strength.
Betrayer of the light.
A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course. For honor.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Of course. For Lord Aram. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Justice shall be done. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan.
怎么了？在哭什么？
Stand for the light.
那什么
Is？there danger?
在外
Certainly.
哎，哦，在这里啦，
A sound
讲就好啦，在这里啊。
for honor. Of course.
Feel my
Our allied town is
For
being
honor.
attacked.
Certainly. Of course. I stand for the light. For Lord Aram. For Lord Aram.
betrayer of the light.
Certainly.
Our allies' hero has been slain.
Of course. For honor. For Lord Aram. For Lord Aram. Certainly. A sound plan. For my father, the king. Certainly. A sound plan. I'm here to help. The light is my strength. Of course. A sound plan. Justice shall be done. Greetings, is there danger? Of course. Justice shall be done. A sound plan. The light is my strength. For honor. Certainly. I stand for the light. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. Justice shall be done. For honor.
We're under
I'm here to help.
attack.
Is there danger? Foul name. Certainly. Of course. The light is my strength. A sound plan. Is there danger? Certainly. Justice shall be done. For honor. Certainly. Justice is done. You are past the down. Of course.
Our allies here have been slain. Our hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allies' hero has been slain. Our allies' hero has been slain.
I'm here to help. A sound plan. For honor.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Is there danger? I stand for the light. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Is there danger? I'm here to help. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. Of course. For Lord of
Our allies' hero has been slain.
Certainly. Of course. You are past the down. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course.
We're under attack.
Stand for the light. A sound plan. Of course.
Our allied
A
town
sound
is being attacked.
Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. For Lord Orion. Betrayer of light. For honor. Certainly. Of course. Certainly.
Our allied town is being attacked.
I'm here to help. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Of course.
你们先吃。
A sound plan. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan.
Our allied town is being attacked.
For honor. Of course. For honor. Feel my wrath. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan.
Our allies' hero has been slain.
A sound plan. For my father.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Justice shall be done. For honor. Of course. For Lord Orion. A sound plan. Certainly.
Our allied hero has been slain.
For honor. Of course.
Our
Certainly.
allied town is being attacked.
For honor. Of course. I stand for the light. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course.
Our allied town is being attacked.
A sound plan. Feel my wrath. Of course. Certainly. I'm here to help. Is there danger? Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. The light is my strength. For honor. Certainly. For honor.
Betrayer of the light. Justice. Feel my wrath. Betrayer of the light.
Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. Sound plan. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For my father, the king. Justice shall be done. Of course. A sound plan. I stand for the light. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Of course.
Our allied town is being attacked.
A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. The light is my strength. Of course. For honor.
Justice has come.
Certainly. Of course.
You are back to redemption.
Certainly.
Justice has come.
For honor. For Lord Orion. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Of course.
Betrayer of the light.
A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. I'm here to help. For honor. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. For Lord Orion. A sound plan. I'm here to help.
Our allied hero has been slain. Our hero has been slain.
shall be done. For honor. Certainly.
Research complete.
The light is my strength. Of course. For honor.
Our allied town is being attacked! Our allied hero has been slain!
Of course. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For honor. Of course.
You are past redemption.
Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course.
Justice is on.
I stand for the law. Certainly. Of course. For honor. A sound plan.
Our allied hero has been slain!
I'm here to help. For honor. Of course. For my father.
Betrayer of light.
Certainly. Certainly. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. I stand for the light. A sound plan.
Our allied hero has been slain!
Justice shall be done. For honor. I stand for the light.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Of course. For honor. A sound. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. The light is my strength. For honor. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. For Lord Around. For honor. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Of course. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Is there danger? Certainly.
Our allied hero has been slain!
A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Foul. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Of course. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. For honor.
Our allied town is being attacked!
You are past redemption.
A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Of course.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Certainly. Of course. For Lord Around. For honor. Of course. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For honor.
Our allied
Of
hero
course.
has been slain!
A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Research
We're under attack.
Research
For honor. Certainly. Of course. For my father, the king. A sound plan. Of course. I stand for the light. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. For honor.
Our allied hero has been
A
slain.
sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Of course.
feel my wrath.
Justice shall be done. Certainly. For honor.
Our allied hero has been slain.
Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. For honor.
Justice is come.
A sound plan. Of course.
Feel my wrath.
For honor.
Betrayer of the light.
Certainly. For honor. For my father, the king.
Justice is come.
A sound plan.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Betrayer of the light.
Certainly. A sound plan.
Betrayer, our allied hero has been slain. Our hero has been slain. Our allied hero has been slain.
I'm here to help. Stand for the light. Here to help.